Hi guys, my name is Daryl, and this is the Fit Tip of today. In today's segment, I want to show you just a really quick little tip that you can do for fixing low back pain, especially if you're a person that sits all day. That's one of the biggest complaints I see, is that a lot of people will generate a lot of pain down in the L5, S1 area, and it seems to be the same problem, that they sit all day and they're not active enough, so they don't really do anything in terms of exercise, so they develop a lot of back pain. And one of the problems that I see, especially when someone's sitting, is that most chairs, even the ergonomic chairs, they just don't seem to work as well, because a lot of times, even when you start to get tired and you've been on the computer for too long, we end up slouching and we go into a C posture, which is, we go into like this position like this is more comfortable, rather than sitting straight up like this, which it's very difficult to do all day long. And over time, that's going to start to cause a problem, because what happens is the pelvis posteriorly rotates. And so unless you can really find a way to support that, it's very difficult, because we end up going into that C posture. You can see I just drop right into it. And even though I'm supported on my back, I'm still in that posterior rotated position. So what we want to do is we want to find a way to support the back without causing rotation of the pelvis. And the PVC tubing is a great way to do it. This is something I get at the hardware store. It cost me $2. You don't have to go spend thousands of dollars on some fancy tool or a chair or whatever. It's just very simple. Just a PVC tube. This is about 3 inches in diameter. You can cut it to the length you want. I like about 14 inches, because then I can use this in my car as well, because the car is another place where the seating is it's terrible for your back, especially if you go long distance. So many people get out of the car after about a 2-hour drive and they feel like they're 100 years old, because their back is wrecked. So what you want to do is want to find some support. In the car seat, we end up extending our leg and getting into this position, and again, it's a C posture position on your spine, so you lose the natural curve. The natural curve is that the lumbar goes in, and then it comes out into the thoracic area, and then it goes back into the cervical area. So that's kind of how the neutral spine works. And so you want to maintain that. So if your sacrum is in the right position, then the vertebrae are going to align in a vertical pattern, so it will protect you from disc compression. If we're off just a little bit, or whatever, anteriorly or posteriorly, that's what's going to cause the problem. And over time, that's going to compound, and that's going to cause degenerative disc issues. So what we want to do is we want to stop all that. And the way you do it is, if you're sitting, you want to grab the tube, and you want to palpate your pelvic area. So you want to find the posterior superior iliac spine. It's a bony process that kind of comes off. You feel it off the pelvic bone, and you want to kind of find that spot, and you want to place the PVC tubing right at that point. So if you're wearing a belt, it would be almost just below the belt line. And you want to that's where you want to put the support. You do not want to put the support on your lumbar. I see a lot of times people put this right on the lumbar point, and that's no good, because you can still cause a posterior rotation of the pelvis. And so even though I'm supported on my lumbar, I can still kind of maintain, you can see I can still maintain a C posture. So if I'm up here like this, it doesn't really do much if I'm working on my computer or whatever. So we want to fix that, and you bring this down below the belt line, and now I can sit. You can see automatically I go right into a neutral spine. It's incredible, because it's within a second, I'm automatically in a neutral spine, and now I'm ready to work. But we also have to watch out for, if your computer screen is up too high, or if you're using a laptop up here, that's not going to be good, because you can only maintain this position for a few minutes before you start getting problems in your brachial plexus and down through your arms and so on. And we don't want to have that. So we want to bring the computer down if we can. And what I recommend is that you take a external keyboard and then you put it on your lap down here. And so then you put the screen right in front of you. And so then you can look like this. If you have a laptop, again, I would use an external keyboard and then have that come down. You can just put your laptop up on your desk, and you can keep that position so that you want your head here looking straight ahead. You don't want to look down, because again, that's going to cause an imbalance in the neutral spine, and so you bring your chin down, it's going to hurt your neck. So you want to look straight ahead, keep your hands down here, and now I can stay in this position for quite a while without any type of discomfort. And again, the idea is that you have to get it in the right spot. It can't be too high, otherwise it's not going to work. So again, it's very, very simple. Something you can get at the hardware store. It's a PVC tube, 3 inches in diameter. Cost me $2. So give it a try. Maybe it works, and hopefully it will. And if it does, please give me an email. Let me know how it does. And you can find my email on my website. It's www.darylconant.com. I want to thank you very much for watching. Take care. Have a great day.